Yo, what's up, YouTube? This is Carson, founder of Keep Shining Media. I'm here with my guy, Andre, aka Mr. Big Faith. I wanted to actually set up an interview with him as he's recently experienced a win after working with us. But Andre, let me not say too much. Feel free to introduce yourself and obviously tell the audience about why we set up this interview.
Amazing. So my name is Andre. They call me Mr. Big Faith simply because I believe. Right now, we run a company where we help good people get rid of bad credit so they can leverage that credit to get access to business funding so they can scale their businesses and live their best, their best lives. So
Yes,
typically we do
sir.
credit repair, ascend to business funding, and also we coach people on how to get into the credit repair industry as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what you do. And then also, tell them about what what working together has been able to do in terms of collaborating on your videos, getting people in for the credit repair funding services and the mentorship that you offer as well. Um, After
Nice.
people get funding.
So we connected. Obviously, we connected before you even started this company, and I watched the progression of how you went from zero to blowing up your social media and all that, and changed a lot
Yeah,
of
it's
people's
crazy.
social media as well. Um, but I had my own editor in house, and I saw the work that you did with for my colleagues. So I said, you know what, let me give my guy a chance to make some content for me, right? So I sent over that video in the orange shirt, which is one of my best performing ads up to this day, which is 3 months later, right? It's one of my best performing ads up to this day. So you we recorded it. We had a Slack channel. It was easy. I transferred everything over. Your team gave me feedback on what to fix and what to do when we recorded it. I sent it to your team, and you guys sent it back in like a day or something like that. Asked me for edits. I don't think there was any major edits. It was edited more than what I actually expected, so that was cool. I mean, I didn't have to like get creative. It was already creative
Yeah,
enough for me.
that's good.
And then I like the transition and the jump and the cuts and the things that kept me like engaged.
Yeah.
So I ran that ad in my ad manager, and
Okay.
I had I have a Jamaican ad where I'm wearing a I call it Jamaican ad where I'm wearing a white shirt. That one was the orange shirt that you guys made, and these two ads been performing so well. In fact, the orange ad was my best performing ad for a long while. The one that you made,
Wow.
because just the cuts and the transition and the psychology that I didn't understand. Right, I can see the difference between my editor and the thing that you guys made. I didn't understand there was a
Hmm.
thing called like psychology for content. I just thought it was just a video and you
Yeah.
just put some colors and some
Yeah.
music and you're in, right?
Yeah.
So up to this day, that ad of a $99 product, my low ticket product, that ad
Yeah.
already brought us about 8K. So
Mm.
maybe like
Wow.
multi 20x ROAS. I don't know,
Yeah.
the math,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, it's
Yeah.
been
Wow.
cool. I'm rocking the ads still, and we're gonna scale the ads right now as we go into school games and
Yeah.
all the things that we're gonna encounter. So
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing, man. And let's break down the numbers. So on the entry fee for the service that you have, you're obviously promoting the $99 a month school community on the front end, right? So people come in, that's 99 a month. And is that, you said that the 8,000 that you made, that's strictly just off of the monthly fee
yeah,
on the entry. That's not the funding on the back end.
strictly off the 99.
Oh wow.
Okay, so in the future, all the people that get closed after they get their credit fixed,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to figure out how to track that, right? Because
Yeah.
there's a lot of people that came in with that 99 were using that ad. So I'd imagine
Mhm.
that a bunch of those people are gonna get funding, and then that could be like
Mhm.
5K, 10K, 10%, 8%
Yeah.
of what they get approved. Um,
Yeah. 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 That's crazy. Yeah. What have you seen in regards to what have you seen in regards to the numbers to actually get somebody for the 99? Like, have you seen this typically maybe $10, $20 to acquire someone that's a buyer? Have you guys tracked those?
oh, got you. So you're talking about like cost per lead, pretty much cost per lead.
Yeah. Yeah. Cost per lead, yeah, or cost I would say really lead cost per, you could say, customer in terms of school, like somebody who
Yeah.
actually turns to a customer. Yeah.
So CAC, okay, the cost per acquisition.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say the cost per acquisition used to be like $104, which the product is 99. So it looks like you're
Yeah.
losing, but on the back end, it's like there's LTV, there's lifetime value because there's going to be multiple months of that person paying.
I got you.
Unless they get lucky and they're finishing 1 month, which is possible as well. But chances
Yeah.
are they're gonna need a few rounds, right? So the LTV is gonna be like 400, 300 to $400. Even though we
Mm-hmm.
only spend $104 to acquire the customer. But since we've been running that ad, we've been able to scale the ad, right, and reduce the CAC, right? The cost
Wow.
to acquire the client became
Mm-hmm.
88, right? From like 109 or 108 to like 88 because
Okay.
it's more engaging or whatever. I don't know the psychology
The
behind
creative. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know the psychology behind it, but I know that it lowered the cost. So when I decided to do the school games, I was running that at like $1,000 per day, that one ad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that the cost per lead was only $5 and the cost per close was $88.
Mm-hmm.
So it was profitable even if it's just one client. It was profitable
Yeah.
already.
Yeah, for sure. Wow. So you're making money even if they stay a month, but usually the LTV is between 3 to 4 months that they would need to actually get their credit repaired in the
Hmm.
community, and
So
then you
three to
guys.
four dollars. Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So $300 to $400 LTV on the credit repair. Like you said, the funding. You guys. It just depends on the percentage between 5 to 10%, whatever they get funding.
Yeah, the average LTV, including funding, for the average American right now, they'll get like $80,000 in funding or seventy thousand
Mm.
dollars in funding. So
Okay.
the LTV on the one, like the return on the ROAS on one person, or sorry, the LTV on one client could potentially be like 7,400 or something like that, because
Yeah.
400 on the LTV on a credit repair business,
Mm-hmm.
and then maybe we close them on a 70K Chase card or two credit
Yeah.
cards at 35,
Yeah.
35.
On the low end, 70. Yeah.
And then we charge 10%, or we might end up charging them 8%. So anywhere
Yeah.
from 6,000 and some change to $7,000 on the full LTV, including
Yeah.
the funding and the credit repair.
Yeah, yeah. Because like you said, on the low end, they're getting approved for about 70. So if you were to take even 8% of that, you would be looking at 5 to 6K client, about 5,600 from the funding plus the 400 on the credit repair. So about a 6K client could come from just a $88, $89 cost to
Mhm.
acquire customer.
Exactly. Hmm.
Yeah. And then what's the mentorship that you have as well? I know that's something that you said is your third tier if people want to actually learn how to start a credit repair business.
Yeah, so essentially we don't want to just do the service. There's a lot of people that want to know what we do and they want to learn and they want to like
Yeah.
recreate our business model. So as we've been having success, people's been asking. So there's a demand for me to teach them how to create a credit repair business that does 600 plus K per year, right? That's what our
Mhm.
business does. Our credit repair side, that's about 600K per year. So if I can help a person make a fraction of that, even 60K per year, that's good
Yeah,
business,
yeah.
right? So we
Yeah,
decided to
5K
charge
a month.
about 10. We're gonna charge about 10 to 15K for that. So in the
Yeah.
grand scheme of things, if a person should convert from credit repair, ascend to funding, and then ascend to the high ticket, really high ticket, um,
Yeah.
looking at something like on LTV
At least
15,
20K.
16, $17,000, something like that.
Yeah. 15, 20K. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's crazy. And have you seen that a lot of people that come from credit repair, like if they stay those 3 to 4 rounds, 3 to 4 months, that they're likely to get the 70K? Like how likely have you seen it, them actually ascend up to the funding?
That's a tricky question. Most of them are not gonna get the funding because they're regular consumers, but
I
the,
got you.
the
Not
ambitious
businesses.
business owners, right? Because I attract a lot of
Hmm.
business owners as well.
Yeah.
Those owners, they're gonna get funding for their car rental business or their real estate business or their restaurant or whatever it is that
Yeah.
they have going on. So when they spend more time with me, and we get them like dialed in, and they come to my classes and all that kind of stuff, they get their posture up, they get their confidence up, and then they get positioned properly. So normally those people they pull the trigger and then they end up getting funded. 50K,
Yeah.
70K, whatever it is that they get. Normally around 80, 75, 70 to 80K is what people normally get. Without us
Yeah.
pushing, we can get people 150 and 200, but most people don't need that anyways. Just full
Yeah.
transparency. Most people don't need that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, exactly. Yeah. I mean, even if you guys get 10% of people that are converting into 6K clients, like that's still
Hmm.
raising the LTV on average of the people that are just doing the credit repair. They get
Yep.
funding for 70, 80K, and then I'm sure you got people funded for a little more than 70 to 80K at times, right? Sometimes
Yeah.
100, sometimes 150. So yeah, I mean, and what have you seen in regards to, you know, outside of just outside of just running the ad and it translating into people becoming clients? What have you seen is the difference between, obviously you worked with my team specifically to get this ad done. Like, what have you seen as the benefits between, hey, like I had somebody in house versus I wanted to have a couple ads from you guys that are done in a specific way? Like, what did you see as the benefits of working with us versus, you already had someone in house that was doing
Got you.
the majority of the content?
I'm big on relationships, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna respect my relationship with my editor. My editor is great. He still makes my creatives
Yeah.
on this day. I used you because we have a relationship as well, and I see what you've been doing, and I realized that you know something maybe different than what they know, because or the number one winning ad came from my editor, and then your the one that you did became my
After.
second ad, right?
Okay.
My second win ad. However, I can see the difference that your ad has like a psychology to it. It's a little bit different, right? It's a little bit different. It's like more engaging or something is going on with it. So I just sum it up to psychology because I can't understand why it works the way it works. But the other ad was more fire in the content that I said, because I
Ah,
follow Jamaican people on that ad, the one
I
that
got
my
you saying. Mm-hmm.
so you had to work with less sauce, but you still turned out to be good, right? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So I
Yeah.
realized there's some psychology. So I was talking to my team and I was like, yo, why does this ad work? It's such a normal ad. I didn't say anything cool like the other ad. I said I spoke in my native,
Patois,
English,
yeah.
patois. So of course it's gonna have a strong hook. For that ad, I said the credit score starts with a 3, 4, 5. But there's something about the psychology. People always say, "Yo, I need that." Whenever they come on that ad, they always say, "Yo, I need this, I need this," right? So I realized that there's some kind of psychology. So the difference is, you guys probably have more like content psychology that you guys understand, and then my editor just makes whatever he makes at the level that he knows how to
Mm-hmm.
make it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so
Yeah. Yeah.
it's kind of what I have to say about that. But both respectable.
Yeah. No, for sure. Yeah. I mean, that's something I even remember when you wanted to, do like a trial run for us, with us in terms of the ad. I told you, I was like, hey, like the messaging, like obviously visuals is one thing, but visuals will always fall flat if you have bad messaging. I knew you had good messaging with the Jamaican ad at the time, so I was like, hey, like this is a great ad, right? Obviously, and we can just make it better with visuals, right? We'll give you the messaging and make sure the visuals can kind of meet that same level. So yeah, I mean, and in regards to, I mean, outside of the videos, like how did you feel about just the process in regards to, getting the video delivered to you, in regards to, just communication? Obviously, I know you didn't need too many changes made, but I know we have obviously a system in place between you getting onboarded, between you obviously being able to request different things. So, how did
Mhm.
you feel about that process as well, on like the client, management side?
It was smooth. It was like normally people only comment when things are bad. So I don't really have much comment because I can't even remember it. I just know that you guys put me inside, did an onboarding form. You gave me a software thing. I uploaded the ad. You asked me some questions. I answered them. Some guy messaged me about my how is the process is going, and next thing you know, I have one ad delivered, and I pressed play, and I was like, yo, this is fire. I was like, yo, upload it right away. Put $100 a day on it right now, and then of course, the rest
Okay.
is history. So normally
Yeah.
people most times remember bad things. That's why we don't remember the great things that people do in our lives, but we remember the bad things. So the
Yeah.
process was smooth enough to where I don't even remember exactly what happened. I just know onboarding happened, ad was the result. No
Yeah.
hiccup, weird things. I didn't have to call you
Yeah.
and chase you or whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, for sure. I like it. I like it. Well, I know we're coming up top of the hour. I do have a call to hop on. I know obviously, you're overseas as well. So, if anybody was on the fence, let's say that they're not even in the same industry as you. They could be in funding or real estate or taxes, or they're just looking to elevate the messaging of their ads, visuals of their ads, and obviously get more converting ads. What would you tell them after, being a client of mine specifically?
I'll tell them to get in because you don't know what you don't know. For us,
Yeah.
we are the CEOs and we know how to run the business that we have, right? Keep Shining Media and Carson, they know how to run the business that they have. Our expertise plus their expertise is how we create winning content and winning ads. I didn't understand that there was a ad psychology and there was a creative psychology and music sound psychology. I didn't understand these things, so there was no possible way that I would be able to create something like that because I don't know what I don't know.